How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I just want to talk about this new law that's being introduced to Florida. So I hope this implements not only just in Florida, but to like other states. So I read under this Instagram post that says that Florida children under 14 will be banned from making social media accounts starting in January of 2025. So, a new bill will cause Florida children under 14 to no longer to be allowed to make social media accounts starting January 2025. According to Forbes, social media platforms must delete existing accounts for children under or younger than 14 under the new law HB3. Though account holders will have 90 days to dispute terminations according to legal legislation text. The bill does not name what platforms will be affected by the legislation, but identifies criteria for social media platforms, including the ability for users to view others' content or activities, personalized algorithms, and addictive features like infinite scrolling and push notifications. It will also require age verification for websites knowingly or intentionally producing content or containing sustainable portions of material harmful to users under 18, such as pornographic or sexually explicit sites. The users will have the option to use anonymous or standard age verification. What do y'all think about this? So, first of all, my thoughts here when I first saw this, I was like, you know what? This is actually a really good bill. My only concern is the age. In my opinion, I feel like to make this bill more effective, I feel like they should push the age gap to 16 because in my mind, I feel like 14 is a little bit too young for even kids to start making those types of accounts. So I feel like once they hit like the 16 mark, I feel like it's much more better that way in my opinion because they have like because one their brains are still we're still developing, like the kids are still developing their brains, but like they have like a more better understanding and everything as they're becoming like transitioning into teenagers, even though people are like, oh, 12 and 13 are basically teenagers now. Once you start hitting 16, I consider you as a teenager, and then when you're 18 you're legally an adult, but when you're 21 you're an adult, and then 25 to 30 is like adult. Like there's levels of being adultness. But off topic here, yes, this bill is really nice, it's really great, but in my opinion, I don't think we should even have a bill like this. If parents know how to monitor their kids, I feel like they should go back to my time of with my first phone. I'm poor. I'm so poor now. Loud and proud for saying that. But for my first phone was literally just a flip phone. Like I don't think it's really necessary to even start to introduce platform social media apps to even children that are under the age of 18 because they don't know what they will be getting themselves into, and especially for kids. Curiosity will kill the cat. I know, and I'm one of the kids that unfortunately has to look at really mess up things on the internet with no online safety because I was a kid. I looked at some weird ass shit. I wish I could just take it all back, but here I am now saying that this is great. At least there is some privacy, some security, because this is great for the children because we're going to this age right now that we're just relying on technology to even raise our kids. So putting this type of restriction is good because I feel like it's too young in my opinion, but it's kind of bad if like you had to be 14 and then you can like start that. No, I feel like maybe 18 or 16 at most. If they really want kids to start using social media, push it to 16. But I prefer if it's like 18, because the internet is such a wild place, and there is a lot of things you can find if you're looking at the right places and the right sites. But yeah, so we have until next year for this bill to be effective. I hope this like spreads across with like other states as well, not only just Florida. And this is like a massive W on Florida because you know internet is getting worse and worse by the day, and it's really destroying like the brain capacity of like people now, and then with kids are developing right now and with implementing technology, it's just like, man, why happened to ever going outside? But here we are now. There's nothing we can do but at least alter it to make it not too bad, if that makes sense. But yeah, but if it's so uptight of like, oh, my child needs a phone for safety, give them a flip phone. In my opinion, if parents really want to give their kids phones, like for whatever reason, flip phones, because for me personally, and even now, I could care less about my phone because I only need for like the simple things of my phone. I need my phone to call, to text, to take photos. That is it. I mean, I use Snapchat mostly just for photos, It's whatever. I use Instagram sometimes when I'm bored, TikTok when I'm bored, and Twitter whenever I'm trying to find some content to share with you guys, stuff like that. But could I honestly live without using social media? Yeah, probably. But with YouTube, it's kind of like a little debate in my head because it's just like I can live without having to post anything, update people or anything, or even share anything. That's the thing. But like with content stuff, like with YouTube, it's kind of like a tricky gray area there. But it's something that with me, I can control when I go on there, when this and that. But like with kids that are being introduced with apps like TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat, they're going to be all over it every single day. They're going to be addicted to it. I was like that at one point of like posting and everything. So I kind of don't want to see that type of reflection of like what I went through for the first time of having like a better phone than a flip phone, then to seeing it a whole lot worse to affect, these upcoming next generations of kids of how they're being raised and possibly how they're going to be raising, the next generation. But, yeah, besides all that ranting and all that shit, I think this is a good cause bill. I just hope that this is just implemented in the United States, and hopefully, in my opinion, I either want two things to happen with this bill: either one, to require them to be 18, or give them kids flip phones first, because again, social media is not really the biggest like importance of a child's development, especially in early stages. I think giving them a phone will distract them and get in their way of like what they want to do, and it really just messes up like their brain functionality and their development. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment sections. If not, that's okay with me. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sadigo339, and I hope you all have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion is. Take care, stay safe, and all that good jazz, guys. But anyways, guys, yeah.